fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review. And today we're going to be looking at a pretty special figure. One I have very fond memories of from my childhood. And this is also a special video. It's part one of a collaboration I am having with Cobra Island, aka Mark Hoke. He will be reviewing the modern version of Gung Ho on Friday, so I'll put a link down in the description for you to head over to his channel on Friday to check that out. So Gung Ho was first released in 1983. He was part of the first line of the Swivel Arm Battle Grip series, or I shouldn't say series because they had Swivel Arm ever since. So on his card down in the lower right hand corner, or the left hand corner if you're looking at it directly, it says New Swivel Arm Battle Grip. And then after that it just says Swivel Arm Battle Grip. So he was on the pegs from 83 to 85, and he was discontinued in 86. So that doesn't mean he wasn't on the pegs in 86. They just stopped making him. But he was again available through Hasbro Direct in 1988. So he came in a bag with a red back file card. And if you've been watching my show, you know that, or pretty much any G.I. Joe review, that the red back file cards are a little harder to find and they are a lot more expensive. So his original retail price was $2.29. I wish it were still that cheap. So you'll find out his price is in my next segment, Byron's Gripes. So he did, excuse me, he made his first comic book appearance in issue number 12, and his first cartoon appearance was The Mass Device. And he was in the subsequent cartoons after that. So let me go ahead and pull up those file cards for you, or his card back, so you can see what how they appeared over the years. The first card back was a 20 back, meaning it only had 20 figures available at that time, and then by his final run in 85, when he was discontinued, there were up to 34 different figures that were available. So let me pull those pictures up for you. So I also pulled up a picture of him that came bagged with JCPenney or through Hasbro Direct. Childhood memories of Gung Ho are very vague. I don't recall playing with him with John, but I did have two other friends that I did play with that had G.I. Joe. One kid, his name was Robert Vega. He was actually one of my first friends out here in Arizona. I had only lived here maybe a year or two when Gung Ho had come out. G.I. Joe had just come out the year that I moved out here, which was in 82. And so my first real exposure with Gung Ho was with Robert. We were in the 3rd grade together. Pretty cool kid. He had a handful of G.I. Joe, but he was mainly Masters of the Universe guy, so we played Masters of the Universe and Star Wars quite a bit. So, when I first saw him, I thought, Gung Ho, man, this is a cool figure. I love the light blue colors on him. I was especially intrigued with his backpack. I still am. I like a good backpack with an action figure. So uh, he was always in the back of my mind. It's like, I want to get this guy, I want to get him. But by the time I started really getting G.I. Joe on a regular basis, he was already gone. So I ended up getting version 2 of Gung Ho. Uh, then my other friends, uh, Billy Hannawalt, had Gung Ho. And I remember the Christmas when they got him, because they had got Gung Ho, and his younger brother Matt got Roadblock. I remember he tied a string to Roadblock's backpack and he was lowering him down into this hole in the ground, and we were just having a lot of fun. It was really cool, playing with those kids. There were 3 brothers, Billy, Matt, and Josh. They were actually my very first friends out here. They lived down the street from me. So I was out there every day playing with them. Just cool kids all together. They taught me how to ride a bike and all that other stuff. It's a good family. So they had Gung Ho, and I got to play with him a few times, and we had just some epic battles out there. And their playhouse, their dad built them this huge playhouse that was 2 stories, and we were there in their backyard playing with that. So those are my childhood memories with Gung Ho. Very happy to get him when a few years back I bought him from a friend named Ben. So Ben, if you're watching, thank you very much. Really appreciate this figure. He sold him to me in excellent condition. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get into this review and take a look at this fine specimen of an action figure. Right, here he is, Gung Ho. Really cool figure. There's no doubt that this man is a Marine. And the word Gung Ho means you're very motivated, just a real go-getter. So let's take a look at his file card. You can see it was trimmed from the back, and it says new swivel arm battle grip. Oh, let's see, it says Marine, codename Gung Ho, file name Lafitte Etienne R. I'd be called Gung Ho too, having to pronounce that name, and I'm sorry if I butchered that. Serial number MC56488-390, primary military specialty Recondo. Secondary specialty was jungle warfare. Birthplace Fertile Lands, Louisiana. He's a training instructor, grade E7 sergeant. That makes him a gunnery sergeant. He was born into a large back swamp Cajun clan. Gung Ho moved to New Orleans and won a reputation as a bare-knuckle brawler and knife fighter to be reckoned with. So he was doing underground fighting. Joined the Marines at 18, graduated top of the class from boot camp at Paris Island. Attended Airborne School, Recondo School, Marine Ordnance School, qualified expert all NATO infantry, small arms, and most Warsaw Pact infantry weapons. XM-79 grenade launcher, that is what he is carrying right now. And bottom paragraph is a quote from Zap. It says, all Marines are crazy, but Gung Ho is in the hairiest, scariest, craziest jarhead that ever snatched, kicked, and bit his way out of the hole in the swamp they call Paris Island. So Gung Ho is a pretty tough dude. All Marines are tough dudes. Never met a Marine I didn't like. So they are very dedicated to being a Marine for the rest of their lives, even if they are civilians. They refer themselves as always being a Marine. So let's take a look at his backpack first. I just love this light blue color. It always fascinated me, still does. His backpack was also released with the Battlefield accessory pack, and it came in a brown color, which isn't as cool looking as this one. So you could see it has this huge flap over the back of it, very nicely sculpted. It has these straps that go along the back. He has an entrenching tool over a smaller pouch. He has accessory pouches here on the back. Very, very nicely sculpted backpack. It even has a snap or a button right here. This is his XM76 grenade launcher, which was also sold with Starduster. This is a real-world weapon. It was really used a lot in Vietnam. You just break the barrel down, put a grenade in, close the barrel, and shoot it. Really cool looking weapon. This also was available through the accessory battle packs. Great design, great detail on it. Now Gung Ho, his body parts were reused quite often back then. His legs were used for Duke and so many other action figures, and later on for Alley Viper version 4. They weren't sure how the G.I. Joe line was going to take off, so they reused the body parts as cost cutting. So you can see he's decked out in that same color blue, has green camo pants, which really works out well for him. His arms are bare. He's wearing this vest in the same color blue. He has some grenades up here. I'm not sure what this is over here on his left arm, but he has the eagle, globe, and anchor tattooed there on his chest. His whole torso would have been in this blue plastic, so they had to paint it. That's why it looks kind of off the way it does. He has a nice watch here on his left wrist. Very cool mustache. You could tell he just looks like a real tough brawler guy. He is bald, wearing a Marine cap and a olive drab color. He has his gray boots with a stiletto there in the side. Additional grenades on his left leg. Right leg, he's packing a pistol. He is a really cool figure. I like him a lot. There's seldom any G.I. Joe toy that I don't like, but if I do have some that I don't really care for, I do tell you. That it's really not my cup of tea, but this guy is. He was portrayed very well in the cartoons. One particular cartoon, the Countdown to Zartan, or Countdown for Zartan, Gung Ho made his gumbo, which nobody liked, or they were joking about it. So there you have it. Here is Gung Ho version 1. I recommend that you guys go out and get one of these. There are a bunch of them on the aftermarket right now. Yeah, this guy is really cool. A lot of great childhood memories that go along with him. Like I said, if you don't have him, go out and buy one. He's so iconic in the cartoon and in the comics. No collection would be complete without him. So let's go ahead and get into my favorite segment, Byron's Gripes. For those who are just joining me, I do this segment just for entertainment purposes. I get the prices off of eBay for the mere convenience of it. It's not to pick on eBay nor its sellers. It's also to help you get an idea if you're starting out with collecting what to expect for prices. Everybody's budget is different. As we all know, some of these prices are just absolutely insane, and it's just getting worse. So you want one that's complete with a file card, $29.99. He comes with a bunch of extra accessories from the Battlefield accessory packs. So I'm putting that up a deal today, $29.99. Very good specimen of a figure. So run out and grab that one while you can. And the prices go up to $39.99. Complete with file card. There is one being sold from Canada, $14.19. That is a fabulous deal on that. Grab it. Another deal of the day. $11.49 for shipping, but that's paying for import tax and all of that. So still, that's a great deal. Complete, no file card here in the States. $64.99. Expensive. That guy is thinking he may have found that on Oak Island, or maybe dug it up, Montezuma's tomb or something. No, I mean, this guy's common. No reason to gouge us like that. Stop it, people, please. I know you have to make some money, but come on. Stop gouging. Incomplete. Does not have any. It came with his backpack, missing his gun, $17.85. But you could buy the gun for $10 and still save money, even with shipping. Carded. Okay, here we go. $280. This doesn't have any AFA grading on it. $280 to $949.49. That is a firm price. There's no or better offer that goes along with that. So he gets Miser of the Day award. Charge that kind of money. At least have an AFA grading on it, which increases the value of the toy. Complete with a full card, $79.95 to $103.96. No, sir, thank you very much. You could buy the full card back, usually a lot cheaper than just buying it with the action figure. So no, misers, gougers, stop, please. Alone, no accessories, $24.99 to $38.98. Still, this is just exhausting. Still expensive. Stop. You're giving me a headache. His accessories, $11.39 to $15. That seems to be about the national average with accessories this old. Carded with an AFA of 85. Okay, get this. $799.99. The guy that Mr. Miser over there, Ebenezer Scrooge's brother, or Jacob Marley. $949.49 guy that has no AFA grading. You could get one with an AFA grade if you're an AFA collector. I am not, simply because I don't have that kind of money. That's my mortgage and electric payment. $799. So, with all things considered, I'll put that deal of the day. His file card, $6.99. The redback JCPenney file card, one where he came in a bag, or that's Hasbro Direct. They did the same thing. $99.99. Kind of expensive for a redback file card, but that is just par for the course. It's supply and demand, the economic theory. So I demand that you supply us with lower prices. How's that? Jeez. Oh, his grenade launcher $9.99 to $13.99. Pretty expensive there, $13.99. Given the age of him, $9.99 is about right. His backpack, $1.99. Backpacks always seem to go a little bit cheaper unless it's something like Tunnel Rat's backpack, where it has those two flashlights attached that get lost very easily. Cool accessory, but why? His backpack is more expensive with the flashlights, so essentially you're paying for the flashlight and getting the backpack for free, but I will cover that when I review Tunnel Rat. So there you have it, guys. There is the review of Gung Ho version 1. I hope you really enjoyed that. Don't forget about Cobra Island on Friday. Like I said, his link will be down in the description below. Just click on that little arrow down there in the right-hand corner, and it'll pull down, be a drop-down box, give you the description. So click on that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much to my newest subscribers, those whose public profile is not kept secret. Some people have their profiles blocked, which I completely understand and respect that. I did for a long time, had my profile blocked before I became a reviewer. Thank you guys very much. I subscribe to your channel, so you'll see that in your message box that I subscribed back. So thank you guys. I really appreciate that. Seeing my subscribers go up, that really makes me feel good. It lets me know that my content is worthy enough for you guys, and honestly, that's humbling. It never gets old seeing that. I do really appreciate it. I'm going on my fourth year this year, pardon me, in July. So, yeah, it's great that this channel is growing so fast, and I do greatly appreciate it. So, this is Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. You guys have a fabulous day. Take care of one another. Always be kind to one another. You never know what kind of day an individual is having, so be kind. And especially be kind to animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. Animals are wonderful. And remember, if your baloney does not have a first name, it's not Oscar Mayer. Sorry. That commercial stuck in my head. So anyway, guys, take care. We'll see you next week, next Tuesday, for another G.I. Joe toy review. If I am working, I'll put the review out early. So take care. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.